Good morning, friends, and happy Tuesday. Today is Tuesday because yesterday, Monday, I had a little mental health day, which was just like no recording. And what I actually did was clean my whole house. So, well, not my whole house, a lot of my house. So, everything's looking really good for our photography station. Today, we're going to go through the area where I have all the plushies in the containers. Just got to let Sizzle up. The dogs wanted to get up. Here they are. That was Sizzle crying. The dogs had a great day yesterday too. They spent all day sunbaking outside and rummaging around. So we got the hallway clean, and we're going to go through the boxes today and start photographing the items. I'm thinking about putting together like little advertising videos for the website. So maybe like a little, like some of the finished item, a little bit of making it, and like the website. I don't know. I'm going to have to go look around and see what other people are doing. And I'm thinking about putting that on my Instagram. And because it's becscraftynook.com.au, you can just type it in. But I might have to do like a link tree or something like that. And then I can add it to my YouTube as well. Just got a notification. I've been playing Mahjong on my phone, which has been really fun. It's like solitaire Mahjong. You can also play Mahjong as a card game, which we used to do when we were little with my parents. So I'm thinking about getting a Mahjong set from Temu. Anyway, so this morning I just went to Bunnings and I got a few things. I was supposed to get a 4-foot table for that area where we're going to do, like, be storing the plushies and have a packing station. But I didn't because I ran out of money. I got a few things for the backyard. So I'm going to do just a tiny bit of gardening, about an hour. It's 10 o'clock now. And then after that, we're going to go do some website stuff. Once I got everything on the website, we're going to finish some whips because I've got, like, I'll show you my table. The table is in absolute disarray. So I got stuff from when I was making the phone cover and had my Cricut things out. This is the tray that we need to sort with all of these containers. Heat transfer vinyl everywhere. We got beads everywhere. This is like amigurumi stick stuff. So yeah, there's stuff everywhere. And I'm putting the buttons on here. I did choose some buttons over here and started putting them on. This is the needle I use for the cross stitch on the phone. This is where I'm recording. So it sounds like somebody else is doing some gardening. I saw some people across the road. Maybe they're doing something on a roof. Maybe they're cleaning it or painting it. So I'm just going to give you a little before and after of the garden because we haven't had a look for a little while. I'll show you all the pansies. The poppies are going crazy. My little lawn is going well. And I bought some new flower seedlings today. So I'll just show you a before, take you for a little tour. And then I'll show you a little after tour. And then we will get to work. Alright, let's go. Alright, before we do the garden tour, we should do a house tour while it's clean. So I vacuumed and mopped, tidied up. I've just got to empty out this tray because I actually want that for the backyard. The washing machine is fixed, yay! So I've just got to empty that out and put the dryer on before we go outside. We vacuumed and mopped down here. I just still have my box and my felt. I found a tape measure because we need to measure some of the items. We're going to have to lint roll this because hair just floats around everywhere. But otherwise, we've done well to keep it all just clean. Let's see what they're doing outside. It's Frankie. You coming in, Frank? They're doing something on the roof. I don't know. And yeah, we're gonna clear this off. I want that table for outside. So probably we'll take that and then we'll go through everything and photograph it and pack it nicely. That's the girls' thing. We'll have to wash that and put it away, put it in the bathtub. You wanna come in, Frank? Come, Frank, Frank. Thank you. Let's go. Sniff her butt. Latte, leave her alone. Get her, Frank. Latte, come on, stop. She doesn't like that. Come on, let's go. Yep, cleaned all down here in our bathroom. Our bedroom's okay, but we don't want to look in there. And clean the kitchen. But yeah, we don't have any cupboard doors. That's a renovation that never got done. The Sizzle's been liking to sit in a little dog bed while I'm cooking and in here. That's cute. And then, see, this is the kind of mess that we're dealing with. Oh, and I picked my bananas. So they're slowly ripening up. They have this white stuff on it, but it doesn't seem to be, doesn't seem to be mold or anything, or mildew. So I don't know what's happening. I just stick them in the bucket because the dogs wanted to eat them. But here they are, super heavy. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hands. This is just recycling stuff. So yeah, this is where I'm thinking of putting that big bookshelf. We have a perfectly good TV. And I've got to clear all this stuff off. This is all garden stuff that I've got to get rid of. And get rid of the tank, and we can put the TV there. And this is the other part of the couch. So it's all happening. Got stuff everywhere. So I'm still slowly cleaning. So let's have a look outside. Yeah, I think they're cleaning a roof or something. So we've had these seedlings for a couple of weeks. And I looked them up and they're going to be quite tall. So they're going to go in the back over here. This is my sprouting broccoli, pineapple, lavender. And then today I got these pretty peach petunias. And I've got Giants of Victorious. They're like ruffly ones. So yeah, I'm going to put the 2-foot table over here. And we're going to put seedlings on it. This is my little water farm. I'm starting to spread them out around. The dogs love sitting over there because it's nice and warm. So I put all the weeds back on there and we're slowly putting some soil down. But we'll plant all those flowers up in the back. And then we'll put edible stuff in the front. The mulberry trees are coming back to life. We're going to take some photos out here with the snakes. We'll put them up in that tree. And we've got the yellow pansies are flowering. Looking beautiful. The alyssum is growing. I'll show you another plant that is alyssum so you can see what it is. I think these are the shades of purples and burgundies and whites. Got my compost bin going. This is the poppies. Look how big they are. They're having the best time. Cabbage, cauliflower, cabbage, sugarloaf cabbage. This one looks really good. I don't spray with anything, so, you know, if they die and get eaten, then they die and get eaten. This is the alyssum. So that's what's going to grow in the back of those pots. Everything is cabbage or purple cauliflower. And then we've got leeks in between. So they're all happy. We've got some flowers over here. Here we got the pinky peachy purples. It's quite pretty. And then here, see, one of these is supposed to be white. This one, or the ones up in the pot, they're supposed to have white on top. And one was yellow. This is more alyssum and leeks. So yeah, you can see the purple in the purple cauliflower leaves. These are my purple snow peas. So they're starting to flower and they're doing really awesome. That's all flowers that are coming out of here. Just back it up a bit. They're having a good time. We've got these beautiful snapdragons. These are from last year. They do grow back every single year. Then I've got, this is gomphrena. This is from last year as well. These are the seeds. They never seem to like actually grow. These are gerbers. This one is very happy. And I got some seeds out of another flower head. They're a bit like dandelions. They get this little fluff. And these are also gerbera, but they're young. Here's all of our strawberries that are flowering. The strawberry comes from the flower. I think we've got any strawberries yet, but I do want to mulch in here. And then on the other side here, we've got cabbage and cauliflower as well. And so what I want to do, I'm going to watch out for spideys down the tunnel. Here's some more leeks and another gerbera that wasn't doing well, but he's happy there. So I got some stuff so I can put a little gate here and then empty those out, because Dave used to be able to get under that fence. Oh, we got another banana tree that is getting bananas on it. Where is it? Yeah, here's all the bananas. So yeah, we want to put a gate here, and then we need a gate here. So good enough to just try one gate. And yeah, that's it. I'm slowly removing this and putting down the, what do you call it, softscape. This wasn't quite deep enough, so I've got another couple of bags, which we're just going to redo this bit. Here is my lawn. Because I took the plastic away and put it over there, I just put bags down while we grow some more stuff, more turf. And so here is my first one. Looks so nice. And here's the second one that just needs to fill in. And I'm just growing them in these trays. So I just fill the tray with mushroom compost. Sow the seeds, wait for it to grow. And I just put paper towel on the bottom so I can lift the whole thing out. And then that's 2 trays here. One here, one there. And I'm just going to slowly turf the whole thing. So yeah, it looks pretty amazing so far. Imagine how pretty it's going to look. So yeah, I'm going to put it around, do a few things, and I'll show you the after. We should see all the, probably going to weed up here and get the flowers planted and get the table over there. So I came inside to start tidying up this area because I want to take that table back outside. And I thought my partner had taken the 4-foot back, but he hasn't, so we didn't need to buy one. So that was good I didn't buy one. So yeah, I'm just taking this table outside and I might put this one up now. Also, the audio's been a little bit weird in the clips before, most of the clips. And that's why I mentioned that someone was doing gardening. You can hear a gurney in the background, and I thought it was annoying enough to put that noise cancelling on. But sometimes it does cut out my voice as well. But I think they're finished now, so I won't have to do that again. But I think it's still okay to watch. Alright, here is the update. I had to put the 4-foot table here because there wasn't enough room up there. I've got all the boxes underneath. And there's probably room for like a small box going this way. A stack of small boxes. And so I'm going to put like, probably keep all the display stuff up there while we have the fish tank. But I'm going to put a few things on here for packing. Then we put the photo booth over here. So we're going to use this, and then when I need to actually take photos, I'll put this over the top of the light switch, because that's a bit of a problem. Or I might have to cut it shorter. And then, yeah, it's looking pretty good. I think the hallway doesn't look too bad. It's not too cramped. It's a little bit cramped, but it was already cramped. So, and next we'll go through those boxes and take some photos. But it's 12 o'clock, so I'm going to have some lunch. I'll just give you a very quick update of outside. Okay, so I got most of the patio cleared off. I put all my buckets over here, some of the water bottles, and the 2-foot table. And the dog's still having a good time over there, and the cat. Just been on the table. Not much else. I just brought everything out. So that's all. Okay, so we're in the kitchen. I just had something to eat. We're going to have steak and potato bake for tea tonight. But what I'm going to do is pre-make the potato bake now. And that way later on this afternoon when Anthony gets home, I can just put it in the air fryer and then cook the steaks. Because the potato bake takes about an hour and the steaks are like 15 minutes. We like them well done. And then that way Lucy can come and help me do some gardening this afternoon because she wants to do some of the planting. So yeah, we're going to plant the things out later, and I probably won't show you making my potato bake. I'll just show you when it's done. I have done like a little tutorial on here way back. It's in one of the videos, which is a vlog. I'm pretty sure it's in the vlog list, but it's before the Vlogmas. Some people are doing Vlogmas in July. I haven't seen too many, but some are. Okay, I'll see you when it's ready. Okay, tiny potato bakes are ready. I did sweet potato, then a layer of onion and bacon, layer of potato, a couple of onions and cheese on top. And these little containers fit in like a double air fryer. These were Jamie Oliver ones from Coles, and I've not seen them again since. So I'll put some foil on top of that, and that's ready to go. And it's only 12:30, so we've got time to take some photos for the website. So here I am with my first photo shoot. The first things that I'm going to list are crochet items, such as the little clips and the amigurumi sticks. So I just arranged them really cute to take the photo. This is how the photo came out. I'm not sure if I can do anything about the seam behind. And this one from above looks a bit better if I crop it down. Then I realized in this photo that I should probably put some fake nails on. And so this is how big it is in centimeters. It is 1 inch or 2.5 centimeters. So I'm pretty happy with those photos, but as I said, I've got ugly hands at the moment. So I think I'll put some nails on tonight, and we'll do some more photos tomorrow because the light's just about to go and it's nearly time to get the girls. I've packaged the clips in these little baggies, but they don't really hold their shape. So I'm thinking what I should do is measure it up, get onto Canva and make a little backing piece with my branding and stuff on it. And then maybe that could be the cover photo. Or yeah, because the photos are okay, but I'm trying to get like a really attractive sort of thumbnail, because then I'm going to use that to advertise on Pinterest and then bring people to the website hopefully. Now I have advertised for my digital resources for education. I found a group where they would allow you to pay some money and you could advertise on the Facebook group. And it's a very big group and it's full of local people. A lot of my colleagues are on there. And so I got a lot of traffic to the website. I got 100 people come to the website over about 2 weeks. I got a lot of visitors, but nobody bought anything. And I think it's because they didn't trust the website. I normally sell those same items on Etsy, no problem, but it's trying to get the people to Etsy and the fact that you've got to pay all the fees. So even if I get people to the website, I don't know how it's going to go. But I'm just going to keep on keeping on, get things listed, just keep listing as I go. What are you doing, David? Yep, and then eventually something might happen. There's another strategy that handmade lady, I think she's called Hive Collective. If I can find her, hang on, I'll let the dog up. I'll let the sizzle up. Hey? Yeah. If I can find her YouTube, because she has YouTube, I'll link it and I'll show you a picture. So she was making handmade like earring charms or something like that, and she wasn't doing well for a very long time. Anyway, she had this webinar, free webinar, and I watched the free webinar. The free webinar does give some stuff away, and it does give away a really good strategy, which is basically to collaborate. It's to get someone who is more famous than you to mention your product, and then you'll get busy. So I'm hoping that sometime in the future I'll have like a viral video, or I'll get a bigger audience on YouTube, and then people start buying from the website. So I've just got to have confidence that that will happen at some stage, and we're just going to continue to work as though it has already happened. And then when it does happen, then we'll get a big influx of cash from selling all the stuff. But if we like just motor along and don't make enough things, that when it happens, you're going to get overwhelmed. So a lot of the Willet market is making sure my prices are the right price if you do get something go viral, and a lot of people want to make orders. So yes, that's that. So that's how we're going to work it. We're just going to keep putting stuff up on the website once we get going. We're going to do it regularly, all the things. And that's sort of how Labubus went viral. So whoever, you know, the guy who made Labubus, a celebrity had one on their bag, and then another celebrity had one on their bag, and that's how they went viral. So that's a similar technique to what this Hive marketplace was talking about. So if you buy her course, so that's the idea that you get from the free webinar. If you buy the course, she will give you the email scripted out that you can start approaching influencers to mention your product or use your product. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to wait for it to happen, because it'll happen eventually. So yep, that's where we're at. It's nearly time to go get the girls. So I'm probably going to see you tomorrow, and I'm going to give you all the updates, because I have done a heap of stuff that I need to show and tell. And then Lisa and I are going to garden this afternoon, so we'll probably have some show and tell on the garden tomorrow. Bye. Oh, good morning and welcome to Wednesday. I got the doggies. Say hi, Dad. He's just looking at me funny. Anyway, today we're back home early. I parked in my special parking spot at the school, and I got home by 9 because I didn't stop at the shop or anything. Staying focused. Today I'm going to do a little bit of gardening this morning because it's nice and warm and cool. I'm not going to get too hot, and it's going to be nice in the sun outside. And then, so I'm just going to do an hour. Yesterday, when I said I was going to do an hour, I ended up coming back inside, back and forth, with putting the larger table outside and setting up the inside spaces. So I'm going to do 1 hour. I'll just give you a little after of whatever I get done. I'm actually filming a video for my gardening channel all about growing that grass. So I'm just going to film like a little segment on how to plant the actual little tray that makes the individual squares of the turf. And I've got a heap of other stuff already put with that. And I do want to keep that video going until that whole patch is turfed. And the reason for that is what I'm doing out there really speaks to the Slight Edge book, that those little bits you do here and there consistently will lead to a big result. So, and sometimes it's even better to do things slowly. If I had to turf that whole thing, everybody would have walked on it, and by everybody I mean the dogs and the kids. And it might not grow as thick and lush, and I might not be able to mow it as soon and all that kind of stuff. So we're going to talk about that in that video. And last night I made the little labels for the little baggies. And I've decided I'm going to photograph them a little bit different, so we'll get to that when we do it. So after the garden stuff, we'll come inside and we'll get to website stuff, taking those photos. And then I thought for the amigurumi sticks, we can also make a little piece of cardboard that goes in the back of those bags too. So you'll see what I mean when we do it. And also talking about the Slight Edge and little things that you do every day that make a big difference. So one of my big goals for this year was to get the garden to maintenance level, which is so close. And then get the house to maintenance level, which means that the house is always clean. And I can just do a weekly sort of deep clean that makes it really nice. But every day everything's put away, everything has a spot, all that kind of stuff. So every morning, like since I got the house cleaned, I've had it clean since last week, and then I redid a little deep clean yesterday to get those areas ready where I pulled everything out, and I did the skirting boards and I did the windows, and I reapplied that privacy screen for the front door. We've got the bottom bit painted black so that the dogs can't see outside, because if they can see outside they bark. Doesn't even have to be anyone there. If they can hear something, they'll bark a lot. So keeping that door shut and that they can't see, they don't bark as much. And Dachshunds are very known for barking a lot. Dave barks more because he's a puppy and he can hear more. And for a dachshund, he's pretty scared. Like, dachshunds are fearless, but he is scared of everything. So, and then the top of it, we've got just like a sort of frosted plastic. And then yesterday I realized that you're actually supposed to like peel and stick that one, but I had like taped it to the glass. But you could pull it off as well, like it's not permanently stuck there. So it's not like a contact, but it's pretty sticky. So I actually peeled it off and stuck it on and it looks so much better. So yeah, that's all done. And so now, as a daily habit, and I'm getting it done in my little routine before I take the girls to school, is I vacuum and mop. We've got that really good Makita vacuum. I would 100% recommend it. I'm also thinking about, you can make money by doing affiliate with Amazon, as in make a little video about the product and post it, and if someone watches your video and buys the item from there, you get a commission. And that's oh, it's just sizzle. And that vacuum is like a $500 vacuum or something like that. So yes, I've got to look into that and see if I can't do that, because I would highly recommend it. It's awesome. And the battery lasts for ages. So yeah, vacuum every morning. And because if you do it all the time, it literally takes like 5 minutes. And then I mopped all that area that's already clean. So now it's clean. We've got to keep it clean, and we keep it clean by doing daily stuff. So that's like the Fly Lady system. I'll link that. I'm sure I've linked it before, but I'll link it in this video again because I've talked about it a lot. And if I can find the Makita vacuum and do the Amazon thing, then I will link that too. Okay, I'm going to go out in the garden and I'll see you very soon with a little update, and then let's do some website stuff. Okay, here's the garden update. I cleared out this entire bed, which is really easy because I've got nice soil here. And when I mow the grass, we're going to put that all on here. We found some gerbils, some strawberries, 2 snapdragon bushes. So I just planted them here so I can start watering that. And I watered these few guys here. Then we filmed our little segment for the gardening video. So now we've got 6 trays of turf up and coming. I put down some extra softscape because it wasn't enough here. So that was a 1 whole bag. Now that's nice and deep. Here's all my trimmings and stuff of what I did. So I just trimmed up all the leeks so they're standing upright and not flopping everywhere. And then I can mulch them later. And I put some extra bark in the aisles along here. And at the end of the season, I dig all this up down to the clay and I put it on top of the garden beds and we start again. So that's all I got done. I still need to do some weeding and stuff, but I need to weed all in here. We need to mulch all the strawberries. And probably a bit more bark in here as well. But that's my 1 hour of gardening up. Okay, so that was a fun time. It's 10:30. My partner just called to say he is on his way home. And I'm just heating up some leftover potato bake from last night to have something to eat because I'm hungry. There might not be a whole lot of talking from now on because he'll be home and it's embarrassing and stuff. But I might do a voiceover later. We'll still document what's happening. I might do some time lapses of me like finishing stuff on my desk and clearing off the desk so we can do some more stuff, and we might make some plushies for the website. Yeah. I told him not to annoy me. By annoy me, I mean he asks me for food, follows me around to see what I'm doing. Just annoying. So, like, I am working. Leave me alone. So he'll probably leave me alone if I'm filming everything because he doesn't want to be on the camera. So we'll see if we capture him or not. And yeah, I'll have something to eat. I will take those photos and tell you what's different about them or whatever. So yep, I'll see you soon. Okay, so this is what I got done last night on my Cricut. It was these little cards to slip into the back. So it goes like this, sewing clips, and then they are. And then I think what I'm going to do is an above down photo, because then I've got a pack which is 5 sewing clips and 5 stitch markers. This is 10 sewing clips. And then I guess I'll do packs of just stitch markers. So I'm thinking I'll do this and then put the stitch markers around and just do it as a top down white background. And I think that will look cute for a thumbnail. And that is all of those packs done, and we're on to the stitch marker pack. Oops, I meant sewing clip packs are next. So I've just written the inventory down in my book and the price per item, which I'll go and figure that out now, and we'll get the listing up. Okay, we are live on the website. Click on here. So I just got ChatGPT to write me out a listing, help me with all the SEO and the description and the tags and all the things and how to do the variants. So it's all ready to go, and there is Afterpay and Klarna. You pick your color, which I might have to write the color names on the photos just in case. Here's our little description. It's looking super cute and professional. Okay, well, I'm at the school pickup. That's all the time I have for you this week, but do go check out the website if you would like. So we're starting off with the crochet supplies because it's mostly probably crochet artists who are watching me, and hopefully Australians as well. So if you would like to support me and you need any crochet supplies, please go look at my website. I am going to put the amigurumi sticks up and the stitch marker packs, and I'll probably do it over the weekend. I'll just keep going, and then I'll give you an update next week on Monday. I do have another video that I wanted to get up today, but I didn't quite get it edited. I needed to do like a little intro, so that might be for next week. That's just about my phone cover. So yeah, we've got that for next week. I'll probably make a heap of stuff over the weekend. I'll get the cardboard made for the amigurumi sticks and get that happening. I'm going to put a little video together of all the things that I have for sale. I just want to get those stitch markers and the amigurumi sticks ready before I do like a little advertising video, because the postage is going to be $10 flat. So you don't really want to buy like a $5 pack of stitch markers and then pay $10 postage. Maybe you'd want to get some ami sticks and some stitch markers and then pay the 10. So eventually we'll be able to absorb that cost into the price of everything and do it for free. But at the moment, the website isn't busy enough. But when I went on the website, it had a lot of visits. So that's very exciting because I've just posted the website address on my YouTube videos. So very exciting. Thank you if you have gone to have a look, even if you haven't bought anything yet. I was like panicking. I'm like, oh my God, is there any orders? And there wasn't. So that was fine. So, yeah. And then next week we're going to have to get like all the packing stuff set out and organized. Okay, well, have a great week and I'll see you next Monday. Bye. Okay, I'm back. I forgot to tell you something. My partner was a very good boy when he came home. He ate a heap of food and then he went to a food coma. So, yes, I can confirm he left me alone. Okay, bye. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you like what you see. And check out these other videos.